Haha! Hi, I'm Glenn. This is my review of 2012's Hotel Transylvania, directed by Genndy Tartakovsky, starring Adam Sandler, Selena Gomez, and Andy Samber. Now, this movie is about an overprotective vampire dad who's dealing with a silly gooberino of a human being over here, who he's suddenly wandered into the vampire's monster hotel, and then chaos erupted. And right off the bat, the premise and the setting is pretty gold. And especially for the younger audience, making a story about their parents and daughter relationship is always a smart move. And in this movie, they execute it. The chemistry between Dracula and Melvis, yes, her name is Melvis, is pretty sweet. They are like father and daughter. But the movie also shows how much of an overprotective dad Dracula really is. And it doesn't really justify it much. I mean, yeah, it does shed light on why he is so overprotective of Melvis, but the movie actively seen his actions as a bad thing, which I thought was a nuanced take on the subject matter, right? It's not a black and white matter, not that the Drag's actions are like completely good or completely bad. There's a balance in it, but it's mostly laying on bad, which is a good thing. They do give him some good intentions here and there, but the movie is about how overprotection can be a bad thing. So Dracula, in the end, does came to a realization and change himself at the end. And the movie also sheds light in a lot of ways to show how his actions are actively hurting Melvis. And also, I completely forgot Adam Sandler is the voice of Dracula. His voice completely blends into the character. I can barely tell. That's a sign of a good voice acting from the Sandman right there. Good job, man. Selena Gomez did well with her voice. Andy Samberg bring his silly, goober, chaotic, charismatic characterism to the character of Jonathan, which I think quite worked because Jonathan is like the cartoonification of Andy Samberg but teenager. And pretty much every single side monster character is voiced by a big celebrity. Steve Buscemi did well. Kevin James did well. Fran Drescher did well. John Lovitz did well. But CeeLo Lee Green as Mummy Guy, he sticks out like a sore thumb. Yeah, he's a singer, and his singer voice in the song is solid. He is not a voice actor. I'm sorry. It sticks out. You can tell it's CeeLo, but at least he's trying his best. In the sequels, however, the Mummy's voice has been replaced by Keegan-Michael Key, and I can already tell that that's gonna sound way better. So, cool. Speaking of the monsters, they are a great support character. They are pretty much lively and filled with personality. None of them are too bland or vanilla or unmemorable. They are all great cast, and that's why in the sequels they chose to keep them, because they are, well, aside from being iconic monsters, their iterations and performance from the voice actor, again, are memorable and great. Let's talk more about Jonathan. I think we can all agree that he's pretty much a scene stealer. He is pretty chaotic, silly, goofy, but without being too annoying, because the movie gave him quite a lot of honesty and earnest and depth to him that it makes him lovable. You know, he is pretty funny, and his relationship and chemistry with Melvis is very cute. Let's talk about the setting that I mentioned a couple minutes ago. It's a hotel, which means the set designs, I guess not sets because it's animation, but the environment designs are quite creative. And it's within a hotel, as you can imagine, but there's more than you can think of. It's cleverly used, which means that it makes the movie more immersive, that you actually feel like it's an actual well thought out hotel for monsters, not just a hotel slapped with a monster skin. No, it is for monsters. Monsters Hotel Transylvania. And also, this movie is funnier than I expected. I was half expecting a more lazier, more lame gags and jokes, but no, they actually put some effort into making it funny. It's naturally funny. It's not forced. The jokes do land, and it is clever and involve the monster and their characters, not fart jokes. I think there was a fart joke in the movie. It's an animation, of course they have a fart joke. I also have to mention that the plot and the pacing of this movie reminds me quite a bit of School of Rock, but instead of from Jack Black's perspective, Jack Black here would be Jonathan. It takes place in the Joan Cusack's teacher character, which is Dracula, which it's a nice twist. I like this interpretation of mine. Good job, me. But yeah, when you look at it that way, you can see how the overprotectiveness can affect the overprotected. Although yeah, there's Quasimodo, he brings a lot of actions, chase scenes, and chaoticness. Oh my god, there's a lot of chaos in this movie, especially in the third act. He lights it up, but also the Halloween revelations, the somewhat quote unquote twist of the movie, it makes a fully great circle. It circles back to Jack's old story and his motive and his reasonings, which makes for a great character development. Drac has a great character arc here, which you can imagine how it will go. But trust me, it's fun and you will like him. Overall, this movie is pretty good. It's funny, it's fun and entertaining. The cast of characters are great and memorable. It's not lame, it's not boring, unlike Illumination's movies, most of them. And I think you'll have a good time watching this movie. I quite like it. It's for great laugh and for kids. And I quite recommend it for Halloween, even though by the time I posted this video, it'll probably be over by then. But whatever, next Halloween is still time. There's still time. So yeah, I'm feeling a 4 out of 5 recommend. And that's my review for Hotel Transylvania. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to see more of me casually reviewing grab bag movies in front of my big TV screen right here behind me, DIY, please leave a like and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.